Welcome, welcome, welcome everybody to an extra stream, and we're having a little bit of extra help. I've got the wrong thumbnail there. That's an excellent start, isn't it? Welcome in, Rob. I hope you're doing well. Let's get the correct thumbnail on screen, shall we? We're doing Corsola today, not Executor. Definitely not Executor quite yet, anyway. How is everybody doing here on this Thursday afternoon? It's a very rare Thursday stream for me, isn't it? I am feeling an awful lot better. It did have eggs on it. You're absolutely correct there, Necromancy. I'm feeling an awful lot better than I did the other day. So I'm really excited to try out this new format. It's going to be a challenge run like we're used to, but we're going to be using some egg moves to see if we can improve the times of our previous runs. Welcome in, Terrados. I hope you're doing very well today. So we have here, okay for now is good. I will take okay for now, Gemma, because that's better than not being okay for now. So I will show you what we're doing here. We have some egg moves on our Corsola. So Corsola starts off with just tackle. And I have given it, if we go and have the moves in big, I've given it Amnesia, Safeguard and Rock Slide. And they are all egg moves. You can breed them onto Corsola. So we're going to see if this makes any discernible difference to how well Corsola will do in the run. We had a really bad time last time, I've got to be honest. It was my very first run, so let's see if we can do any better at all. But before we get into the run, of course, I want to just double check, is the music level fine today, or is it a little bit quiet? I've changed a couple of settings around since last time, so I'm not 100% sure. And yeah, Rock Slide is going to be really helpful. We had so much trouble against Falconer, didn't we, in our first run together. I can't believe that first run was so long ago now. It was back in August. So I've been doing this for nearly a year. I've turned the music up just a little bit. Hopefully that's better. If it isn't, I can turn it up just a little bit more. But I always like getting this stuff sorted before we actually get into the run, because otherwise people will be saying the music's quiet and I won't be able to do anything about it because I only have 2 hands, unfortunately. I'd love to have 3 hands to be able to stream, though. One to sort out all the stuff in the chat, and one to sort out what I'm actually doing. It's going to be a very fun learn set to start with, and I'm actually going to move the moves around a little bit. We're going to put Rock Slide up the top. I'll check my poker gear. It's Saturday, 11:21 PM. That is no good for us. We want it to be a night time on a Sunday so that we can potentially get return, because we're not going to limit ourselves to just the egg moves. This is just to help us get a little bit of a bonus at the very start, because that is where we struggle with a lot of these Pokemon. So please do bear with me. This will take just a quick second to do. So we'll get rid of the old clock time and we'll get a new clock time in instead. So Sunday at midnight, and when it decides to load, we'll be able to see everything on screen again. So apologies for the slightly delayed start, but I want to make sure everything is correct. Welcome in, Peach, and we're going to do a full run today, yes. We're not just going to abandon this run part way through. But I think that's enough waffling. I've been waffling for 4 minutes already. Let's see how we get on. Timer is running. We have Rock Slide, Amnesia, Safeguard as our egg moves, and we will test Rock Slide out against this Hoot Hoot. It's a one-shot, so that is so much better than before. Already I'm feeling better about this run, and hopefully we won't be screwed over too much by Falconer's horrible Mud Slap, because we'll be able to Rock Slide his pesky birds. Oh, we're going to do Sprout Tower very late in this run. In fact, we're not going to be doing Sprout Tower until after the Pokemon League, because we have some quick routing we can do. Skip a couple of cutscenes. I do love Corsola's back sprite. I wish there was a bit of blue in it, but you could only have 4 colours in the Gen 2 back sprites. Poliwag is still going to be a bit of an issue, but Bubble doesn't really do anything at all, does it? So we'll get up a little bit. I don't actually know what experience group we're in. We'll burn through our Rock Slides, then have a little chat with Mr. Pokemon, I think. That sounds like the best plan to me. Didn't mean to use Rock Slide twice in a row there. And we are learning Harden. Thank you, William Russo, for subscribing to the channel. I'm not sure if you are in the channel or not, but if you're in the stream, welcome along, and thank you for subscribing. I'm feeling a slight bit better. Pan Maestros, thank you for subscribing as well. Goodness me, we have a bit of a bomb of subscribers here. So we've run out of our PP there for Rockslide. I've still got a lot of the anxiety, so I'm actually a little bit shaky at the moment. But I'm hoping the stream will see me fit. So if you do hear any kind of like rattling, that is just me having a bit of a panic attack on stream, but it is fine. I've lived with anxiety all my life, so it's nothing I can't deal with. And we are getting close to battling Rival 1. And the rival will still have Chikorita. I'm hoping that Amnesia will save our bacon there. And because we had such a slow time before, we don't need to rush through this. We don't need to go like the clappers. We can take our time and actually play a little bit more sensibly, which is not like me at all, is it? Normally I'm here, there, and everywhere with my runs. I just go hell for leather. Yes, the pink spiky boy. Welcome in, CJT. I hope I got the inflection correct on your username there. But we have defeated triple question mark in just 2 shots already. This is feeling so much better. It's things like this that make me think egg moves should be an option for starters. Because look at how much progress we're making. Under 3 minutes to name the rival. I think that was like 5 or 6 minutes at the very least on the original video. Sensible me, very much not a thing that's normally associated with me, is it? I really hope that this isn't a pain in the bum. Does it say bum or burn? I've not got my glasses on. I've left them in the kitchen. That wasn't sensible of me, was it? There's our first rock slide miss. 1 out of 12 or 13 isn't bad. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to doing some extra help runs. Welcome in, Austin. Thank you once again for joining the channel on Monday's stream. It really is appreciated. And I think your name, yes, your name is still up in lights. I really like having people who join on the channel up in lights. Rockslide, I believe, is 90%. Unfortunately, my overlay isn't compatible with egg moves. I don't think Kangastan's in for me to have a little whinge out and go, how do I put egg moves on? And Kangastan is having quite a busy few weeks coming up, so I think the help we've had with the channel is... It is good afternoon for me, and the help we've had with the channel is so great from Dan. I have nothing but kind words to say about him, and everyone should subscribe to him. What time is it for me now? It's 2 PM here. Yes, thank you, Gemma. I've lost all concept of time. I didn't sleep well again last night, so I've been up since 1:30 in the morning. So I am a little bit tired. I've had some food in me though, and that's all you really need to get through a day, isn't it? Even if you push through a little bit longer than you maybe should. We'll decline to take the money from the mother here, because otherwise she's going to steal it and give us phone calls, and that slows us right down. Yeah, 1:30 AM. 9 AM, helping you stay awake at work. I'm so glad for that. Hopefully it's not boring and sends you to sleep. It is Corsola, and while Corsola is very beautiful, it isn't the most interesting Pokemon out of the lot. But I still do think we can make something vaguely fun out of it. Chinese food, I love Chinese food. Gives me an upset tummy because I'm very sensitive to a lot of the ingredients in Chinese food, but it's totally worth it. I will take the pain any day for having that glorious taste. Let's now do a cheeky little heal, and we are going to skip Sprout Tower for now. We're going to do Sprout Tower after we've beaten Lance, I think. That sounds like the best plan to me. Rockslide missed. Hit on the second turn though, and that is really good. Ooh, I like chicken balls. Salt and pepper chicken balls especially. And I'll normally get them with chips because I'm quite boring. Ooh, takeaway curry sounds like a very good idea. It's payday weekend for me this weekend, so I'll be getting a takeaway tomorrow. I believe Rockslide is 90% in Gen 2. Unfortunately, the overlay doesn't show the egg moves. Welcome in, Bear Grylls. I hope Edinburgh is treating you very well. I love Edinburgh. I've not been for many, many years. Look at that, 6 minutes for Falkner. So far we have saved 15 minutes and 33 seconds. I hope you enjoy the live content. It's a little bit more relaxed, a little bit slower paced than our pre-recorded content, but I hope it's just as fun for everybody. We'll do a heal here in Violet City, and we'll pick up the egg, and we'll deposit the egg and never to see it ever again. Thanks for checking that, Peach. Oh, it's really frustrating that with the benefits in the UK, sometimes you don't know how much you're getting until a couple of days beforehand. It's Gen 2 accuracy. The AI gets great accuracy. We are like an alcoholic in a thunderstorm. It is going to be very OP. Stab Rock Slide is the saviour of Corsola. 30% flinch, even better. This run hopefully will be a little bit more blessed than the other run. We're going to actually decline Bubble as well, I think, in this run. I don't think we'll need it. We're better off with Tackle. Because Bubble is terrible, isn't it? We'll get the Super Potion here, and then we'll get an encounter. We will take on this trainer, but we're going to skip the next trainer because he's going to resist our moves. So we'll just get Rock Slide here on this. Decline Bubble because it's genuinely terrible. One of the worst moves, and we have to run from Bellsprout. Bubble Beam isn't too far off, and then we'll get Surf at the Kimono Girls. I accidentally hit this. I do much prefer Water Ground. I mean, you have the 4 times weakness on both to Grass, but Water Rock also has a bunch of other weaknesses. Let's now decline the Slowpoke Tail. If it was a Slowbro Tail, I'd consider it, but not a Slowpoke Tail. We'll do a cheeky little heal. And then we will take on this Bird Keeper. They should be telling you within a week or so these days. That was the last guidance before I left the department. But we all know it doesn't work like that. Guidance means nothing there. Water Ground does synergize very well, and most water types can learn at least one ice type move to take care of those pesky ground types. We'll bunk on a Repel here. Do we learn Swift? No, we don't. We're not going to bother with Swift. We won't bother with these trainers here. Instead, we'll grab our third Great Ball, and then we'll go down here. So Fire Breather with the coughing should be one-shot City on both. And then we'll take on the other Fire Breather as well with the Vulpix. This one's Bill, and it's the other one Ray. I always get them confused. Oh, that is true. A lot get Grass Knot in later gens. I forgot about that move. Yes, this one is Ray. So it's Bill up top and Ray down below. Now, we definitely want to skip Hyper Anthony. He would just murder our Pokemon. We'll grab the full heal. And now it is time to catch our HM friends. So we pause the timer until we encounter a Psyduck, which we have done. We'll unpause the timer. We'll tackle it to get its health down just a little bit. And then we will use one of our Great Balls. Not first ball this time. It's not playing ball with us, but we get it on the second one. And let's hope that Paris doesn't take as long as before. We've got an Oddish, so the timer is paused until we find a Paris. Now there's another Psyduck. We definitely don't want more than one Psyduck. Well, actually, there are cases where 2 Psyduck could be handy. So you should get it on the 6th, yes, because your payday's the 9th of the month. And I don't think they do weekend processing either at the DWP. So 6th of the month is very, very nice, getting it a little bit early. And at least it's not like some other places where they pay you later. That has been an issue for me in some months, where my pay has come in after the bank holiday. Will you please just get a Paris? This is my least favourite part of doing the runs, especially on stream. Because I just have to fill for time. There's nothing going on. We don't want Venonats. We don't want another Psyduck. We don't want an Oddish. Thank you, Moldy. It took a very long time to settle on the egg-based pun. And I think Egg-stra is probably the best. Another Psyduck. Psyduck's 10%. Paris is 5%. They are all in hiding. There we go. I just need to complain. I don't know what it is, but when I complain, stuff appears for me. It happens every single time. So here in the UK, we now have something called Universal Credit. And that pays you on the same day each month. The reason being is they think that way it's more like having what they would call an actual job, which is very patronising of them, but it's supposedly to help with budgeting. I'm not quite sure what I think of it myself, but I don't work for the department anymore, so I have no influence whatsoever. So, for instance, when I was receiving Universal Credit before I started working for Universal Credit, my payday was the 8th. So every 8th of the month I would get paid. And it used to be that you get paid fortnightly on what was called job seekers, and some people are still on legacy benefits. God, we're getting very, very deep for so early on in stream, aren't we? Not that I mind. I think it's really interesting to talk about these kind of things, but just not where I expected the stream to go today. Let's beat up this rat. Oh, 3 misses in a row. 3 rock slide misses in a row. How absolutely ridiculous. Don't drink me, Zubat. Get in the bin. Let us tackle both of those. Defeat the Rocket Grunt. And then take on this Rocket exec... Well, he's a grunt, actually, in this one, isn't he? I've forgotten his name from the Gen 4 remakes. Welcome in, Kangastan. I hope you're doing well. We've just been poisoned. There's an awful lot of stuff I still cannot say about Universal Credit because I signed an awful lot of contracts. So I have to be very careful with what I do say about UC. But such was the life working for a government department. There's so much stuff you're just not allowed to say. But I am very glad to be out of there. Because it didn't make me happy. And whereas this, I have never been happier than when I've been doing these YouTube runs. YouTube has been so fun and has given me a whole new lease of life. And it's thanks to all of you lovely people out there. This channel wouldn't be what it is without every single one of you. So thank you all so much for watching. I'm getting a little bit soppy early on, aren't I? We've defeated Bugcatcher Benny. We probably should take a heal for Bugsy. Especially because we could get... Never mind, we've beat up that Paris before it got a chance to hit us. But we'll take the heal just in case. And then we shall take on Bugsy. He is our second gym leader together. He's a bug type specialist and he will lead with Metapod. So the first thing we're going to do is Rock Slide on the Metapod. There's no need to set up. That's Scyther's 4 times weak to Rock Slide moves, so it just goes down. Recover's interesting, but I'm going to decline it, which might bite me in the bum later. However, we will see what happens. I do think I put an awful lot of work into the channel, and I really do like to think that the hard work I'm putting in is paying off. Maybe just with the hours I work, it should do. Because I do like 70, 80 hours a week on this channel. But it wouldn't be anything near as fun as it is without all of you. We're going to use Safeguard here, but we don't outspeed. Bum hats. Let's try that again and hope that we don't get hit by Hypnosis. Safe, he used Lick and we got paralysed. Even bigger bum hats. 3rd time lucky. I thought I had the strat done. Welcome into Rice and James. I hope you're both doing very well today. We're asleep. 4th time's the charm, I promise. It's a 55% accuracy move with a 25% base chance of missing. There we go. We're covered by a veil. And now we can set our amnesia up. Because that means we won't get paralysed. So we'll do 5 amnesia. Oh, wait, we didn't need 5. We didn't get hypnotised. We say goodbye to the Ghastly, and then we didn't get poison powdered. Even Razorleaf with 3 amnesias did so much, but we got through without too much pain there. Gen 2 AI accuracy, if it's status move, you've got a 25% chance of missing. It's absolutely wonderful like that. I very much love that. So let us now... We are 25 minutes ahead. We've got egg moves, Dan. That's why we're so far ahead. We have Rock Slide and Amnesia and Safeguard. Welcome in, Cygnus. I hope you're doing well. I hope your streams have gone well in the last few days. I've been leaving a lurk even though I've been asleep for them. And I hope that they've been an awful lot of fun. Rock Slide very much is carrying. We'll do our funky movement there so that we can save on menuing. We'll teach Cut to Paris. And we will then use a Repel. And we'll carry on. Onwards and upwards. We're going to be chatting to the green haired man staring at the tree here. He's going to be giving us headbutt. And then we'll instantly teach this when we next have to menu right about now. One thing I'm very actively trying to do is menu as little as possible. I'm glad your streams have gone well, Cygnus, because that saves so much time. We'll get the ether here, and then this ether down here I always call Scott's Thoughts ether. because he's the one that told me it was there, and I name my ethers and pick up items after people who showed them to me. I didn't mean to battle this trainer, but she should be fine. Actually, no, she's got Vine Whip. Fingers crossed. Bulbasaur, please don't. We knocked it out. Panic over. Hoppip's weak. Meowdy Rumus, I hope you're doing well. Rumus, of course, being my absolutely lovely sister. The Gen 2 learn sets are terrible. And we're going to do something a little bit different here. We're going to go for early Abra. This is a new thing of the routing that we haven't seen in video yet. So, hopefully it works out well. It's a 10% chance of encountering it, which on paper means you should get this quicker than doing the underground. I hope you have a safe drive into work, D1. And hopefully chat to you in a little bit. There we go, we've got the Abra now. This is still quicker than doing Game Corner, would you believe? I did some testing of it. And with the way we do our catches, it's a hell of a lot quicker. Although it does help if it stays in the flaming ball, doesn't it? There we go. Just going to complain, and things happen. I don't know why that happens like it does, but it very much does. And for perspective, we haven't gone under half health yet because we're still holding the initial berry. So I use save states for catching just to save on money for Pokeballs. So we can just reuse the same Great Ball over and over again. Corsola is being very tanky and it's actually hitting quite hard as well. So we'll take the male off Kenya. We'll swap Kenya to third. We'll swap Abra to second. And then we'll make our way through Spinner Hell. First one we're taking on is this one here. And we're just going to headbutt it. 3 headbutts later. It won't use teleport, no. Because we saved back to before it has a chance to use teleport. Goodness me, what is our accuracy? That one sand attack screwed us over there. We're going to hopefully have enough HP, not enough HP, but enough PP to get through the Mamgar trainer, because I think he's going to be super useful to take out. But we shall see. That was a bit of a disastrous spin of hell there, wasn't it? Let's take out these. We've got 10 rock slides for them. So I use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer and then PK Hex in order to add egg moves onto our learn set. We got burnt there, which is incredibly annoying. So we are using egg moves that are available from Gen 2. So this is a side series just to see how good the egg moves are for each individual Pokemon that struggled. But unfortunately, for a Pokemon like Magcargo, for instance, the egg moves are going to do nothing. I nearly sort of digged to the wrong Pokemon then. We'll teach Sweet Scent at the same time, and now we'll just reorder the moves. So they're fine as they are, we can get on this way. It's just a little thought experiment. This is our first stream where we're doing it, and if it's successful, we'll make it a regular series. So I think it's very interesting to see the differences. We have a reduced attack here, but I'm hoping we'll still get through. Outrage Tyranitar would be fun. Please don't get KO'd. There we go. That was a little bit close for comfort there. But that is our final battle before talking to Floria. We'll teleport back. We did do the Magcargo redo. It wasn't fun. Well, actually, it was more fun than the original Magcargo. But still a bit of a chore. Let's now carry on. Let's take on this Schnabbabubble. I'll take a little sip of drink before Whitney. I would consider a Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee run, yes. The only reason I've not done split evos is because I can't make a thumbnail look good for them. Timer was paused there where I just had a little bit of stuff to drink, so I'm not as croaky. I've recorded an awful lot of voiceovers in the last couple of days, and I've done a couple of streams, so my voice isn't quite at full fettle, but it's still not terrible. Faint Attack was a little bit mean there. I've definitely had Metronome from this Clefairy in recent times, but definitely not on stream. Oh, no. Ha, she missed. Goodness sake. That didn't go well, did it? Oh god, the Castform Gen 3 rerun. I've been teasing the old Castform video with a lot of the viewers and subscribers in the Discord. Because that was an experience, wasn't it? She critical hit me. Undo save state. I hit the wrong button. Goodness me. Whitney, she's being a right cow today, isn't she? And there's no point in even amnesiaing. A sandstorm form for Castform would have been brilliant. This is where not having 100% accuracy really is starting to screw us over. We get through eventually. But I did a Castform only run up to the end of the league about a year ago now. And goodness me, it made me quit, nearly made me quit challenge running. Goodness me, I was about to say quit the channel, but I didn't even have a channel at that point. I definitely had feelings about you for that. Whitney, she's already in the bin. That reminds me, I need to put the Whitney bin emote up on my Discord and on the YouTube. We do have some emotes here on the channel if you want to get them. There is an unhappy Whitney emote that was added a couple of days ago. I'm not sure if any channel members have that. Whitney, thank you, Peach. So we're going to put Whitney's face in the bin at some point. Not the mill tank, though. I blame Whitney as opposed to the mill tank. So we shall heal up in here. Did I get the quick claw? I really hope I got the quick claw. Good thinking there, Cygnus. I thought we still had the berry on for some reason. I did get the quick claw. That is getting glued on now. But we're very rarely going to change items. And because I had some accusations of cheating, saying you can't get hidden power before Morty's badge, I'm doing this now, getting hidden power before Morty's badge, completely legitimately. We're actually going to try taking on this trainer, although that might be a mistake. Because, actually no, we're quite tanky. And we outspeed. Price will never go in the bin. Chansey is in the bin because of Pokemon Let's Go when I was a shiny hunter. Safeguard is the one we're going to have to get rid of there. And in Let's Go, Chansey is what's known as a rare spawn, but it was anything but rare. Finding shiny Chansey after shiny Chansey, and goodness me, she got on my nerves. To the point where some of my friends who did shiny hunting in Let's Go as well actually screamed in anger every time they saw them. Regular Chansey's not in the bin. Regular Chansey I've got no issue with. Shiny Chansey, I am cheating, I used PK Hex. When did we lose all that HP? Have I not healed yet? Oh, that'll be from the other fight, won't it? But these Gyarados are really good to take on when you've got a Rock-type move. Let's now get Hidden Power, and we'll also get the Rare Candy at the same time. So the Rare Candy is up here, and then Hidden Power, of course, is in the house. Shiny Chansey is a pest in Let's Go. Although if you ask my friend Kate, they will tell you that Shiny Rattata is just as bad. But everyone knows, or most people know, my favourite Pokemon's the rat, so I can't be too mad at it. I love Rattata, one of my all-time favourite Pokemon. Apologies, I just kicked my desk there. We are Hidden Power Ice today, I think. Don't quote me on that. And I think I picked Hidden Power Ice because of the 4 times weakness to Grass. And also, it's probably the only way we're going to get through Claire. Do I want to torture myself more than Macargo? It took me a very long time to mentally recover from Macargo. Funny you should mention Shuckle. We have started routing that in our Discord. So Shuckle is in progress. It's going to be several months away, a little bit like the Smeargle run was. But Shuckle is going to happen. Welcome in, Tech Hunter. There's not Macargo. I've got Macargo on the brain now because Corsola is doing very well for himself. He is running over half an hour ahead of his last time doing the run. And that's because we've got egg moves. And egg moves, as we all know, are fantastic. I was wondering why I couldn't turn right there. We have enough HP and PP, maybe. We'll use up a potion here. We'll take on the married couple. This is Ruth. And then I like to think of Derek over here as her husband. So let's get them standing together. No need for the hidden nugget this time. Shuckle will be really fun in some ways. And then we'll also take on this strange lady of the night here. Pokémon Jamie. I like Sableye, but goodness me, the Fire Red run I did with Sableye was torture. I did not like that one bit. And I know I complain about a lot of challenge runs, but I do genuinely enjoy most. Honest, I've not got a repeller in here. I messed up my shopping a little bit earlier on in Azalea Town, but there's no point in trying to fix that because I don't think anywhere sells the repels I want nearby. But Mega Sableye is a fantastic Pokemon. Regular Sableye, not so much. It doesn't quite have the attacking chops we need. And the Horns has sworn at us, so we are on a clock, unfortunately. Let's Bubble Beam that. Rock Slide and hope for a flinch. Oh, or just don't attack me with anything. Fantastic. Level 29, triple question mark defeated. We'll drop through the hole in the floor. We will say hello to the beasts. After the Elite Four for Ice Beam, unfortunately. Welcome in, Matt. I hope you're doing well. And we will then go and do a cheeky little heal. And we'll take on the Kimono Girls, because I forgot to do them. And thank you, Gem, for gifting a membership. You really didn't have to do that. That is so kind of you. James Trigger, well done for getting that membership. I meant to say congratulations and welcome, and it came out as well done. But congratulations on getting that membership. Thank you so much, Gemma. That means an awful lot. You really, really didn't have to. I know money's tight for you, so that means the world. Thank you so much. Oh, goodness me, I'm going to get emotional already. We're only... How long are we in stream? Half an hour into stream. Oh, yeah. It happens all the time on these streams. Anytime anyone does something kind like that, I lose my flow because of how nice it is. I can't believe how lovely you all are. But you're going to make me cry at this rate. Oh, but we do have Surf. Let's focus. Let's get this run going. Let's now use Surf on Corsola. And we'll replace Bubble Beam with that. Please do only spend the rest of your money on food, Gemma. I know it's still a week away, and I really hope that the job situation sorts itself out for you. I know you had that interview really recently, didn't you? I'm genuinely keeping everything crossed for you that goes well. Because you deserve it. You're so kind and so lovely, and clearly there is no reason for anyone to not give you a job. So I really hope things look up for you ASAP. I will keep everything crossed for you. I'm on stream again tomorrow. So I'm on stream again tomorrow doing Nuzlocke Friday. And we had some very good news last Nuzlocke Friday, and I hope it carries on this week as well. Because, of course, last Nuzlocke Friday we had the good job news about the people I live with. And not having to worry so much there. And with any luck, that will carry on. Austin, thank you so much for gifting a membership. I really don't know how it works here, but somebody click claim membership and you'll be able to be a channel member for the next month. Thank you so much, Austin. Mad, welcome in. I'm so glad you got the membership there, Mad. I hope you're doing well. It's been so long since we properly caught up. And Mad is a lovely, lovely person who drew the Chansey and the Pidgey emotes for our channel. Thank you so much, Austin, and thank you, Mad, once again for the emotes. They are so wonderful. I love them so much. Oh, goodness me, this movement. Right, Morty could be a pain in the bum. We're going to try Quick Claw first. If that doesn't work, then we are going to go on to the Minceberry. But I'd rather save the Minceberry for Chuck. We outsped the Garcian with one shot. We don't get sent to sleep by the Haunter. We're on to the Gengar, and we got a Quick Claw. 2 Quick Claws in a row. 3. This last Haunter can barely hurt us whatsoever. And it goes down. Chuck in Morty in under half an hour. We're over half an hour quicker than our last run. Now, some of these splits are going to go a little bit funny soon. Because we did the gyms in a different order last time. So you are going to see the splits going a little bit blank at times, so we won't have the direct comparison, but it will sync itself back up throughout points in this run. And this sailor should be very, very easy to take care of. Level 34, I'm really hoping that'll be enough for Chuck. Everyone deserves to be happy on this channel. I really wish I could just... If I made enough money through YouTube, I would just make everyone a channel member. Because I really want everyone to have so much fun on this channel. Let's buy our 21 Super Repels. Welcome in Zero, I hope you're doing well. It's been a very long time since we've chatted. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Thursday morning. And I still remember the Fortress run that you made me do. That was an awful lot of fun. But I am very glad to see you around again. It's been far too long. We really must catch up at some point. Let's now get Strength. And this is an interesting bit of time save you can do. If you teach Strength and Surf at the same time, preferably to the correct Pokemon and not the incorrect Pokemon, then you are able to then directly have your HMs over Fly when you get Fly. I hope work is going very well for you. Oh, they have YouTube added new emotes. I've not chatted in a YouTube live chat for a while. My very good friend Scouse, that a few of you will know here, at ScouseMouse on YouTube, he streams regularly on Fridays at 9 PM, but I've been asleep on Fridays at 9 PM recently, so I've not been able to catch his streams. But if you enjoy a variety of content, including some Mario, including some Pokemon, then Scouse is the man for you. Oh, I love that. Is that a goat? I really need to take a break after Jasmine, and put my glasses on, because I am struggling to see at the moment. Oh, I am so blind without my glasses, and I'm not posh like Kangaskhan. I don't have contact lenses. Let's now take a breath, because I don't think I've breathed for the last... Since those channel memberships have come through, I don't think I've breathed at all. So let's now slow the pace down as we're in the lighthouse. Oh, please do keep these emotes coming. I really hope that Stream Elements or whatever bot I use doesn't delete them, because I love seeing all the emotes. They give me such a happy vibe. And those of you who know me here on the channel, you know that I love to keep the happy vibes going. I love feeling all positive and having a positive outlook on everything. Because I think you can get through almost anything if you have someone there to support you and keep your spirits up. Oh dear, I fell down the hole there. Yes, breathe. I'll also take another sip of drink soon. I don't need to do a pickup shot, this isn't a run. One thing you lovely people don't see is the sheer number of pickup shots I do. So if I've messed up some movements, I will do a pickup shot to make the video look a little bit better. Because that's how anal I am about the editing. I don't know what Jasmine has on that table. Probably something illegal. Welcome in, Andrew. I hope you had a lovely sleep, and good morning to you. I'm doing very well today, actually. A lot better than I have been midweek. My tummy issues are calming down, the anxiety's going down with it, and I'm having an awful lot of fun. You did break me. 2 channel memberships in a row just really made me feel very, very emotional. Just going to take another sip of drink. And apologies for the clicking there, I am being very, very naughty today and drinking straight out of the bottle. But that's because I don't want to risk knocking over a glass on stream, which I did do on my Twitch before, and panicked. Oh dear, this is not going to go well. Editing is always difficult, D1. Editing is always the bane of my life. We are probably going to have to headbutt this instead. This gym is going to be our bogey gym, I think. Jump kick deals a lot of damage. Goodness me. The Hitmons have high special defense, don't they? And lowish physical defense. Oh, for goodness sake. Could be here a while. We could go and do Ucene. Let's have a look at our level. Probably won't get a level off Ucene, actually. Hitmon runs are in the planning, yes. Whether they happen anytime soon is a different matter, but they are in the planning. There we go, we're through the forced double battle. One of the big reasons I don't have any of the comparison runs yet is because I really cannot make a thumbnail look good. I like having really clean, nice looking thumbnails, and having 2 Pokemon on the thumbnail just looks a little bit wonky to me. You're redoing your Hitmonchan run? Well, best of luck with that. And if you ever want any kind of help with editing or anything like that, feel free to hit me up. I will always try and give you as much help as possible. I'm one of those people, I think anybody who wants to get into challenge runs and do videos, they should very much have a supportive community around them. Because I had a supportive community with people like Scott. Welcome in, El Jacko, if you're watching the stream, and if you're not watching the stream, well, thank you for watching one of my videos instead. I have been struggling for the best part of 6 months with the versus thumbnails. I've gone through about 8 different styles and not a single one of them looks good. They all look absolutely awful. We're going to try with a quick claw once again first of all, and then we will try using the mint berry if need be. Headbutt, flinch, headbutt, dynamic punch, ouch, that hurt my face. We hurt ourselves, dynamic punch misses. What is this awful luck today? Goodness me. I am very much looking forward to doing the tutorial video. Because tutorial videos, getting people into challenge running, having more times to go up on leaderboards, it's going to be so much fun. There we go. We had absolutely awful luck. I almost swore there, to very good luck indeed. And we're still 35 minutes ahead of original Corsola. This is going very, very well. I'm very happy so far. Now we must remember to get Fly. If we didn't get Fly, then we wouldn't be able to get out of this island very easily. And then we will use Fly on Kenya. And did you notice the Fly cursor was directly over where we needed it to be? So we'll go up to the Lake of Rage because we've already been there. We will stick on... We don't actually need to stick on any super potions or anything. Oh my god, a shiny Pokemon. Aren't we surprised, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody else? I am surprised that we didn't one-shot. Oh, goodness me. Let's not get too cocky there. Red Scale acquired. Acquired. We will then have a little chat with the Liar with the Flyers, and we will teleport. Well, we'll actually fly because we're in the menu for that now. Over to Mahogany. Did I not? What the hell? Did I decline Lance there? Your first shiny was a Zigzagoon. I like Zigzagoon. Please don't backseat Gemma. We have this strategy now for doing it. We are rock type, so we should be fine against Thingy. Thingy? Who's Thingy? Price. Your first shiny was Vanillite. I love Vanillite. I'm lactose intolerant. Everyone who played Gen 2 or the Gen 4 remakes of Gen 2 got the shiny Gyarados, didn't they? Because Price is a rock type trait, not a rock. Should we start that sentence again? Let's just take a mental breather. Because Price is an ice type trainer and his last Pokemon is weak to water. We can take him on first. And we need the levels to outspeed the Magnemite potentially. That's my issue there. Because otherwise we could get a little bit Thunderwaved. And getting a little bit Thunderwaved can really screw you over. Yes, they did put the shiny references in, didn't they? Goodness me, I forgot about that. You did get that Gen 4 Roselia. That was amazing. The shiny Gyarados in Gen 2 is brilliant for breeding other shinies. Because you can either breed it directly and get anything in its egg group and subsequent egg groups in the family. Or you can take it over to Gen 1. And in Gen 1, you can then use a glitch to get a shiny Ditto from that shiny Gyarados, because Gyarados can learn Mimic. That's what I did with my Virtual Console save, and that means I can do some shiny breeding. And I love shiny breeding. We really don't have anything for the Gloom, but Gloom is very, very miserably weak compared to us. Must remember to chat to the red-haired lady here. And then let's chat to this Rocket as well. You can get a shiny Ditto that way via Gen 1. Easiest thing to do is play through Pokemon Yellow until you get to Cinnabar Mansion. Because you should definitely have Mimic by that point. And we're going to try and do a little bit of a time-save strat in here as well. We are going to be digging out after we've beaten up the final executive here. See if that saves a little bit of time. It might not, but it might again. So we shall see. These are all little things I'm trying to optimize. Who's my favourite weak Gen 2 Pokemon? I would have said Furret, but Furret really wasn't weak in the end, was it? Got top spot. But it's time on the leaderboard. I think it's now down in like 4th or 5th place, but it still did very well for itself. Surf on the coughing, and that is that done. We will then talk to the Murkrow. Hail Giovanni. We'll dig out and see if this is quicker. Because we should then just be able to go round here and round the side and skip all that nonsense on a couple of floors. Yeah, that's so much quicker, isn't it? We're going to be keeping that in our runs from now on. I have a few Virtual Console GB marked shiny Pokemon. I don't quite remember what I've got though. I know my first one was a Schnabababble. Normal types in Gen 2 have such an advantage, and it's mostly because of Return and the Pink Bow. But also if you have normal and quite a few other moves, like normal and ground, I think you're neutral to everything in Gen 2. And a lot of Pokemon will either get Hidden Power Ground or Earthquake. Ground is also a type not to be slept on in Gen 2. Ground is very, very good because you can set up against Red's Pikachu at the very end. And that can save an awful lot of time. Our quickest split between getting Blue's badge and defeating Red was actually with Domfan, because we were able to just set up and sweep through. So we'll now dig out of there. We'll do a cheeky little heal. And then we will take on Price. The plan is to headbutt the Seal, probably Rockslide the Dugong, and then Surf on the Piloswine. So we'll headbutt the Seal, and it uses Icy Wind for a whole 2 HP worth of damage. We will then Rockslide the Dugong. That goes down in one shot. And then we will Surf. So the reason the stats change is because you get boosts from the badges you acquire in Generation 2. So every badge you acquire gives you a boost to its type, but some other badges give you boosts to... Some other badges give you boosts to your individual type, not your individual types, your base stats. So it's a 12.5% increase in your base stats. And that is why they update in battle only, because they don't display in the overworld. And I think 12.5% are added on to 55 would be 61, maybe? I'm not that great with maths. It does get rounded down, as the lovely Kangastan mentions in his Pokémaths videos. Pokemon, for the most part, rounds down. So that is really interesting to look into. And I will definitely be looking forward to Dan's badge video in Generation 2. Should be coming in the next year or so, hopefully. I don't know how frequent the Pokémaths videos are going to be. And just warning you, we're going to take a break very, very soon. We are getting close to our 7th badge, and we always take a break at the 7th badge. There we go. 55 plus 12.5% is 61.875. Yes, it does go nuts for rounding down, which I believe is rounded down to 61. There we go. We have Jasmine, and that is where we are going to take our break. We'll get the call from Elm, and then we'll fly to Goldenrod, pause the timer, and take a cheeky little break. So we're in the Pokemon Center. We'll pause the timer, and I will see you all very, very soon. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. Just needed to refresh my batteries a little bit. And we are ready for the next part of the run. Arcanine redo. We can definitely consider Arcanine redo. I'm looking forward to redoing Arcanine. Because Arcanine definitely deserves a better time than it got. It really did struggle. I am feeling much better today, thank you, Anna. I hope you're doing well as well. That would be nice if they stored the badge boost separately. Oh, or do they? They might do. I am so clueless with stuff like that under the hood in Gen 2. And in Gen 3, it doesn't even show on the overlay. I've not been able to figure that out yet. That's going to be some very complicated maths. And as people know, maths on the fly is not my forte, even when it comes to coding things. It's going to be functions and stuff, and I don't understand functions that well. Dan, Kangastan, is the person who wrote most of the under the hood of this overlay. I just did like the stuff to make it look how I wanted it to do. Dan is the reason this overlay works. Ancient Power, no thank you. We're going to stick with Rock Slide because it's got it's got lower accuracy, but it's got higher PP, and I think it's a higher base stat. I hope the stream's okay for everyone else. It's showing fine on my monitoring system, but you never know. Could be YouTube being YouTube. We've had a few of those, haven't we, in recent times, and we've not dipped out like we did the other stream. That was so annoying. When it kept just disconnecting, and there was one point where it seemed like I rage quit. But give it a cheeky little refresh, and hopefully it will be back on track. And if not, have a whinge to your internet service provider, because generally they're the reason. I've missed an ether in this run, and I can't remember where it is. Oh, setting it automatically to 480 is horrible. I couldn't imagine watching anything in 480 these days. I mean, I don't watch anything in 4K, mostly because I don't have a 4K monitor. But like 1080p is sort of my standard now. Oh, it's playing on your TV. Sometimes the TV app for YouTube can be a little bit funny. Can get a little bit iffy with people. And I don't know why, but it's been the case for a lot of people who watch on TV. Oh yes, I was uploading in the 240p days. I don't watch YouTube on my phone because otherwise I'd get nothing done. I really don't know why YouTube sets the default to so low for so many people. It's incredibly frustrating, isn't it? Especially when your phone or your PC can handle it. Just set it to the best. This is technically my work PC now, I suppose, and I just go, no, do it as high as possible. Yeah, make it take the strain. I've got all this graphics card power, I might as well use it. But getting a decent graphics card was really the best thing to happen to me with video editing. Because it meant that I could render things and it wouldn't take like 6 hours. They have a default setting, I think, for people who are on some kind of mobile data plan. And I think the reason for that is just so that they don't chew through data. Because obviously if you're on a capped internet service, you don't want to be chewing through unnecessary data. Right, it's Arrival 4 time. Are we going to do any better against Arrival 4 than we did in the last run? I really hope so. We're going to set up an Amnesia and we're going to take the Confusion. We've not been hit by Confusion yet, and we're confused no more, so we can one-shot the Golbat. We're onto the Magnemite and we're going to surf on that. Meganium we will Rock Slide, and it flinches. We get poisoned, which is quite frustrating. Razor Leaf doesn't do too much. And that brings us on to Haunter. We're going to surf the Haunter, and then on the Sneasel we'll also surf. Yeah, I think having Amnesia is going to save us so much time here. I like the story arc with Arrival here, where he starts to question his training techniques. I think he gets quite sweet and soppy by the end, in his own strange way, doesn't he? Let's get myself a little bit more comfortable, and let's carry on. Oh, I didn't know about ad blockers setting you to 480p. I'm glad it's better now, Gemma. Yes, our Spadef went to over 400. We really are going to cheese the system here with Amnesia. It's going to help us an awful lot at red too, because 5 out of 6 of red's Pokemon are physical attackers. Oh, physical attackers? I lie like a rug. They're special attackers. And of course, Amnesia boosting special defense by 2 stages is a little bit broken. Not as broken as Amnesia was in Gen 1 though, I believe. I'm not very au fait with Gen 1, but I've heard it boosted both your special and physical attack because they were one special and physical defense. Special attack and special defense. We get there in the end because they were one and the same. My least favourite gen? Oh, that's a very good question. Probably Gen 7 because of the cutscenes. I really like the Alola region, but it plays too slowly for me. I really didn't like Gen 8 either, I've got to be honest. I found that a little bit too disjointed. Although the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra were lovely regions. And Legends Arceus, an incredible game. Legends Arceus is one of my all-time favourite Pokemon games. They did such a good job with that, and I really hope we get more in the Legends series. We are getting close to being through this. Because it was based on the UK region, I think I was a little bit biased against it, because I could sort of see where they were basing it off. Rowlet is my all-time favourite starter Pokemon, so I completely agree there, Andrew. Really hope we can get through these Pokemon with 5 rock slides. Looking like we can. Legends Home would be fun. Thank you, Geodude, for blowing yourself up. Saves me a job. We'll get the card key. We're almost through the massive slog of this game. The horrible, horrible rocket section that I cannot stand. Kabu's Mancunian, and he's one of your favourite gym leaders, Rumis. I didn't realise Kabu's... I suppose he is, actually, isn't he? Motorstone was based off Manchester. We'll get Return, even though I'm not sure we're going to use it on this run. We'll go back down, and then we will ascend the radio tower. Gen 10 country. I don't know. Oh, that's a really good question. The biased part of me wants to say like Greece and Cyprus. I think another island-based region would be lovely. Sensitive Scorch is such a cool Pokemon. Italy would be nice, but I suppose actually we've been in Europe an awful lot. I keep thinking that's Rock Slide there. We need to move those moves around. Please stop flinching me. Please don't hate yourself in Corsola. Corsola. We're going to have words. There we go, level 49, and we will now have to use a Super Potion or two. Haru would be lovely. That Golbat can get in the bin after that. Please don't glare me. Critical hit. California would be very interesting. It flinched. Perfect. And the final Pokemon is Murkrow. This is where Rock Slide does show its weaknesses, being only 90% accurate. Alola was based off Hawaii. So the Gen 7 region was Hawaii based. And they did such a good job with the region. Glad we didn't flinch against that Houndoom. Level 50 acquired. Rocket's Executive all beaten up. And we're done with the radio tower. Thank goodness for that. So yes, Generation 7 is what you want to play if you want to have some fun in the Hawaii-based region. We're going to skip Sunny Day because I don't even... Can we learn? We can learn Sunny Day. Why would we want to? And there we go, we've got the radio card. They are a downer, that is the reason why I don't like Gen 7. SOS battles were fun though, a really good way of shiny hunting. A little bit inferior to Horde battles, but SOS it was still a decent-ish alternative. I don't know how a Coral learns Sunny Day, and I'm too afraid to ask at this point. We will skip Birdkeeper Vance. He might be interesting in a later run, though. I have plans for him. True about decreasing the accuracy of Blizzard and Thunder, but is that really worth it for powering up Solar Beam? No, we don't want to teach Corso Whirlpool. I just see Able and then I'm like, right, we click that one. And we will also teach Hidden Power at this point over Headbutt. Just like that, so we now have Hidden Power Ice, and let's not forget to Repel. There we go, the Ice Path always has an awful lot of stuff to think about, and it quite often throws me, so I'm glad to be through that. And apologies if my movement isn't quite on point, I still have quite high anxiety today. Rock should resist water, and water should be weak to ice. And be weak to ice, yes. That does make sense. I got to rank 10, yes. I got the Shiny Charm in Legends Arceus. And then I got to rank 10, and I gave up before completing the full dex. Because, goodness me, that would have been an awful slog, wouldn't it? And the first Pokemon I actually got to full completion was Kricketot of all things. Not quite sure why I picked Kricketot, but that's the one I went for. It is a bit counterintuitive that Ice is superior over Dragon, but I'm not going to complain. Still weak to Electric. I suppose it depends on your line of thinking, doesn't it? Let us buy 21 Max Repels and 11 Hyper Potions. There we go. It wouldn't surprise me if Ice was a last-minute addition. Would explain why there aren't that many pure Ice types. Dragon definitely needed balancing, even though it didn't have too many strong moves. The Dratini line, to be fair, does feel like a very late addition as well. Especially with Dragonites being so disjointed from the rest of the other two. Psychic in Gen 1, I've heard all about the nonsense you take with Psychic in Gen 1. Could we get sub 1 hour Claire with the Corsola? Ranger things have happened. We shall have to see. We've got the litmus test coming up. It is one battle away from this. We're going to Rock Slide on the Horsey. And then we're going to do exactly the same against the Seadra. It flinches, and we knock it out. Perfect, Amundo. Alright, Cool Trainer over here. Cool Trainer Mike, I want to call you. Are we going to one-shot and outspeed the Dragonair? We outsped, we one-shot. Absolutely wonderful. Shouldn't have any issues with Claire's Dragonair, so we shouldn't get paralysed. Touch wood, unless that was a Quick Claw. If that was a Quick Claw, I'm going to be devastated. Could definitely outspeed a level 36 Dragonair. So let us now take on Claire. Hidden Power Ice outsped, one shot. Hidden Power Ice outsped, one shot. And Hidden Power Ice outsped, one shot. We just have the Kingdra left to go. Smokescreen failed. Surf's not going to do too much against her. She's in healing range here. That is very annoying. Better damage roll, please. There we go. Critical hit. Survived on 4. That was so fortuitous. Let's now feed some Hyper Potions to our Corsola. And we're going to teleport back. We'll take early heal here. Just because otherwise we're going to get beat up by that ambush trainer over in Dragon's Den. He is my least favourite when we have a tough Claire battle. Claire tells the truth about her type speciality at least, so she's in my better books than Lance. Although in Gen 4, in her rematches, she does go a bit Lancey, doesn't she? Fairy was a very good addition to try and rebalance Dragon types. Right, we need to use some items here. So we will PP up Rock Slide, we'll Protein, and we will Iron. We'll pick up the Max Elixir, and now I'm going to pause the timer to sort out the bag. Because otherwise this could be an absolute flaming nightmare with how dyslexic I am. Ether, Elixir, Max Ether, and Max Elixir at the very bottom. Berries there, full heal will go above the berries. Bag management is incredibly important in Gen 2 runs. If you don't have good bag management, you are screwed for the run. Because then you're searching all over the place. Water Dragon would have been a bit OP for Gyarados, I think. But it does make more sense. There we go. Through the Dragon's Den questionnaire. And we get our Claire badge in a time of... what? 58 minutes and 45 seconds. 40 minutes and 14 seconds quicker than before. Water Dragon is overpowered. You just need to have a look at Kingdra. Googdra would make a very, very good Water Dragon type. Mega Gyarados was Water Dark, wasn't it? Mega Gyarados is a very cool Pokemon. I like a lot of the Megas. I suppose it does have teeny tiny wings, doesn't it? Hence the flying type. Repel has worn off. Let's now go to Max Repel. And then let's try taking on this lady here. I want to see if Hidden Power Ice is strong enough against the Bulbasaur line. Could be a mistake doing this, but we'll soon find out together. Ivysaur's a one-shot. Venusaur's very strong and very bulky, but we one-shot absolutely perfect. Oh dear, back into Tojo Falls we go. She's moved places. Not going to bother with Sandstorm, I don't think. However, I am going to take on this trainer here. And once again, apologies if my movement is a little bit janky today. Still not 100%, but I wanted to get a stream in doing this before we do some over Easter, if people like this format anyway. So, does everyone like the egg move format? Do we think it's an interesting thing that's worth carrying on? Because if it is, I'll definitely be carrying it on, because I'm having fun at least. Gonna do a little bit of training here on this Victory Road analog. Rock Slide on you. We at least have something to hit water types neutrally, which we didn't have before. So we started off with some egg moves for this Corsola to try and give it a better chance of getting through the game quicker. And it seems to have worked so far. I don't have a leaderboard set up for this yet, just in case people didn't like it. Plans for Easter, relax and gorge myself on chocolate. I don't really celebrate Easter myself, but I still will eat the eggs, because I love the eggs. Oh, I could really go for a Malteser's Easter egg around about now. Oh, that would be lush. Your nephew's birthday? I hope your nephew has a lot of fun. I've got a few people I know who were born around Easter. I was born in exam season here in the United Kingdom. So on my 16th birthday, I had GCSE French and GCSE English Literature, and it was pain. Ooh, seeing Super Mario Brothers would be really fun, actually. Oh god, I couldn't eat that many jelly beans. Far too sugary for me. Give me chocolate any day of the week, really. Exam season's never fun for your birthday, but I do enjoy the Eurovision Song Contest, and that's around my birthday as well. Welcome in, Sop. I hope you're doing well today. Bartending during Easter? I hope it goes well for you. I've never seen Harry Potter, so I don't know that reference. And I've never read Harry Potter either, because I'm too dyslexic to read books. I feel so out of the loop with Harry Potter, I've got to be honest. It was never on my radar as a kid. Sour gummy candy. I love sour food. I know, it's not legal. They're going to arrest me for it. Let's hide in this healing house. And hope the wee-woo machine doesn't go past. While we're here, though, we'll repel. Can we learn Earthquake? Yes, we can. That will be pretty lush, won't it? Let's go the correct way, Squidge. Goodness me. Doom and Mount Silver rooting there, getting very ahead of the game. Yes, the wee-woo machine, the police car. It goes wee-woo, doesn't it? Oh, your kitty just yawned. How sweet. Oh, that is nice. Am I ready for the elites? God, no. Are we going to try anyway? Yes. You were born in June. I was born in May. Oh, no. I hope your cat's okay, Anna. I hope it was a case of, like, overeating and not something worse. We're getting there now. We're almost at the league at a very, very good time, actually. Like, this is going to be so high on the leaderboard. And it's at this point we say thank you to our HM friends, of course. We say thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Parish. You all have a lovely little rest in the Costa del PC box. And we will see you after we've taken on the league. The egg moves do make it an awful lot more fun. Welcome in, Escanor. I hope you're doing well. And let's take a little look at our stats before we go into the league. We are level 56 with 161 HP. We're holding the Quick Claw, and our moves are Surf, Rock Slide, Amnesia, and Hidden Power. We have 103 in attack, 133 in defense, 112 in special attack, 134 in special defense, and 79 in speed. Galarian Corsola makes me sad. I am much better than I was, thank you Escanor for asking. I'm feeling a lot better than I was on Monday. Still not 100%, but definitely getting there. Oh, we didn't outspeed, we missed, and this is all going wrong. Let's take a reset. Because that was terrible. It does imply that climate change exists in the Pokemon world. You're absolutely correct there. Corsola, do I need to take you to Specsavers, my love? Flaming hell. There we go. Oh, that's amazing that one of your teachers is still teaching there. Kind of regretting not having Recover on the learn set now. If we survive on one, which we're not going to, it would have been amazing. Jinx is going to one-shot us. Oh my god, we survived on one. I am so shocked at that. Corsola, you drink that full restore. You drink it with everything you've got. And it's nice to know we're not smelly anymore. So the repel has worn off. We're going to surf on this as opposed to rock sliding it. On the fortress. Oh, sorry, I just kicked the table there. Oh, that is really good. We're two-shot on this fortress here. Two shots on the mark. We will rock slide the... No, we won't. We'll hidden power it. No, we won't. We'll miss. And we'll miss again. We'll miss for a third time. And we hit on the fourth time, but it's not a one-shot. We're going to have to take a reset, for goodness sake. Although 10 resets at this point isn't terrible. Shouldn't complain. Fortress we surf. Was that a damage range? Yes, it was. A muck won't be a damage range, but it should be a two-shot. And now we're back onto this pesky Crobat. Rock Slide connects. It's a one-shot. Fantastic. Venomoth next. We'll surf on the Venomoth. We take it down. Damageless Koga on attempt number 2. And now we come to a bit of an issue. It's Bruno time. And we have nothing for Bruno. Just gotta hope we don't take too much damage. If cross shot misses, we should be fine. It missed. What is this luck? Our luck has turned around. 0 resets on Bruno. Happy days. Right, Karen, are you going to screw me over? We'll find out together. Rockside flinch? No, we get sand attacked. Of course we get sand attacked. Double sand attacked? No, thank you. Yes, he was a bit of a hiker this time. I will concede that he had his hiker moments. Critical hit, we still get sand attacks, but we've two-shot the Umbreon. She's going to send out Vileplume. We'll try a hidden power. It connects. We didn't get stun spored. We are getting so much luck here. Please just knock it out. We are cursed. Hidden power's going to be better accurate. Please. Yes, we hit. We just have to hit this pesky Houndoom. Missed once. Hit second turn. Fantastic. That was not as bad as I expected it to go. Max Elixir now for the Liar with the Flyers. We are going to swap the Quick Claw for a Purrs Cure Berry. So I think we need to be curing our Purses. Oh, I rage quit Karen all the time in both Gen 2 and the Gen 4 remakes. Let's start off with a triple Amnesia into Rock Slide. And then Dragonite number 1. We do outspeed. We didn't need the Purrs Cure Berry after all. So no Purrs for us in this run. I just like saying Purrs at this point. Hyper Beam. Ha! We laugh in the face of your Hyper Beam. Scaradactyl, not today. Rock Slide does next to nothing. Please don't flinch me again. Oh dear. Did I get a little too cocky here? Please, one shot. No! No, no, no. I got cocky there. It really did punish me for that, didn't it? Why did I click Surf? What is wrong with me? Lance is Faulkner's father, you're absolutely correct. Hidden Power's Ice. He's sent the Pokemon out in a different order this time. Critical hit. Ha! Charizard, you've got nothing for us. We're even going to Hidden Power Ice on turn 1. There we go. Through on our second attempt. Time of 40 minutes and 50 seconds quicker. Now we can laugh in the face of Lance the Liar. We did outspeed all of them. Apart from the last Dragonite. And league time of 1 hour, 11 minutes and 1 second. The end credits are going to be going up. So I'm going to swap to the thumbnail for that to save your eyes. Take another cheeky little drink. And we are going to take our second break of the run. While the end credits go, I like to have a drink, have a stretch, get myself focused and think about Red. So I will be back in a couple of moments. And we are back. I hope everyone had a lovely little break there. Let's get the game back up. We're actually going to change our day at this point. I really hope we have enough money for this. So what we need to do is we need to change the day over to Saturday. And the reason we're changing it onto Saturday is so that we can spend all of our money. But first, let's unpause the timer. Check the Pokegear. It's saying Saturday. We are good to go. Oh, I inside hiccups then. This time is really good for Corsola, actually. Now, we're going to be missing a lot of splits in Kanto because our route has changed entirely. I thought I still had a repel on. Normally it wears off in the middle of this. So let's put the repels back up in top spot. And it's time to retrieve our HM friends. So it's going to be a very, very, very warm welcome back to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and to Paris. They all had a lovely rest in the PC box, and they're ready to help out in the next part of the run. Our next destination is going to be Violet City, where we're going to grab the first of 3 rare candies we're getting in Johto, and then we're going to ascend the Sprout Tower. Sprout Tower should be trivial. We've got Hidden Power Ice, that's super effective against literally every Pokemon we come up against. But these are level 3, so we might as well just use our muscle memory and surf all over them. Welcome in, Umbreon. I hope you're doing well today. Got a little bit more pep in me after that break. Starting to be a little bit fatigued, but I'm now feeling very, very re-energized. And a Magnum at the moment and a Curry later Gemma sounds lovely to me. Wild Umbreon has appeared in the chat, but we don't play the TCG, or the PCG I should say, on this stream. So you're just going to have to yeet your Ultra Balls at him. Yes, Corsola is very rare to encounter in the games. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon, Umbreon. Hope it's nothing too serious. Oh, it's never nice when you're sick. I've been a bit under the weather this week as well. So if you go up Sprout Tower after defeating the League, you don't get the cutscene with the rival, and that saves like 20 seconds, and it's totally worth it. Especially on a Pokemon like Corsola, where you stand no chance of doing Sprout Tower beforehand. So we've now got Flash. We're going to teach our Paris to flash at things. Possibly not in public, though. And then we will move onwards and upwards. Oh no, COVID, nasty stuff to have. I'm glad you're feeling better now, though. So we want to move that, to that, to that. That was totally inefficient, but we'll dig our way out. Next destination is going to be Goldenrod City. I had COVID last year for like the 2nd time, and it was truly awful. We need to go into the underground and quickly grab the coin case. So we can grab that there. Oh, losing your taste and smell was one of the worst parts. Umbreon's my favourite evolution too. Do we have enough money? Yes, we do. Just about. So 4,000 coins. And we will teach Ice Beam to Corsola. Goodbye, Hidden Power, and hello to Ice Beam. A nice buff to our ice moves. Call it a nice ice buff. And we'll go over to Ecruteak. In Ecruteak, we're just going to go straight east here. Into Mount Mortar, where the next rare candy is waiting for us. Our repel must have worn off without me noticing again. Water Rock did used to be Omastar or Kabutops. And Water Rock, as we discussed earlier, is so inferior to Water Ground. Water Ground has such better resistances. Dip our heads in the PMC there. And now we have to do a cheeky little surf down to the Whirl Islands. Going to set save state here just because of that spinner. He has caught me out on so many occasions, and he has 6 Pokemon. Desperately Seeking Susan is going to be coming at some point, probably July, I want to say, for Seeking. July sounds like a good month for a fish Pokemon. Don't know why, it just does. I've got a lot of water Pokemon coming up in the next little while, so we have to spread them out. You should totally do a challenge run, Andrew. It's easier to do in early generations, but you can do it in any single generation you like. Blissey and Scarlet and Violet, Toxic Stall. Oh no, it can't learn Toxic. That's rude. It should totally learn Toxic. Rolling a die is a very good way of doing challenge runs. It's how I came up with some of my early mons. I just did a randomizer, saw what I get. I'm very glad I picked Crystal as the game to run. It's the one I was most familiar with anyway, and it genuinely is my favourite Pokemon game. Roll a 10 dealer's choice, very good idea, especially because there are 9 generations. Teleport into Vermilion, make sure we're wearing a repel, and the first thing you do in Kanto is the last thing you do in Johto. We're going to pick up a rare candy, this time from the chairman of the Pokemon Sand Club Fan Club. Don't know why I said Sand Club. I think I must have read about summer somewhere. Goodness me, I cannot wait for summer. I am sick of this cold weather. It's not even that cold now, but it's not warm. And I think that's more egregious. Get the PP up here. Chop down this tree. Repel worn off. And now it's time for Erica. Oh, you beat the game for the first time and you got away with Red Snorlax with Curse. He will rest as soon as he gets toxic. That is so frustrating about Red. It's spring here too, it just doesn't feel very spring-like. Feels more autumnal, if anything. Why did you withdraw Skip Bloom to send out something with the same type effectiveness? That was a very big misplay there. So Curse will, on a normal type, Curse will just drop your defense, won't it? Curse does work on normal types if you're a ghost, though. I don't really watch movies, I've got to be honest. Never really been my thing. I don't have the attention span. So at this point, we will use our PP up on Ice Beam. And we will also use an Ether on Ice Beam as well. Got to be safe with Erica, of course. Ice Beam on that. Goes down straight away. -6 Celsius, that's far too cold. That should be illegal to have temperatures that low. I really struggle with concentration doing these runs, which is why I take a couple of breaks. And if I lose my concentration, the run really does fall apart. We've seen it a few times where my concentration has lapsed on stream, and then suddenly I go from playing very well to just playing absolutely abysmally. Chop down this tree. Let's think. We have to take on him. Andrew, if you're watching, we're going to have to knock out a Sandslash, so I do apologise. So we knock that out, and we move on as quickly as possible. I'm going to take on this Hiker this time, because we are 4 times effective against his Pokemon, and it's nice to get the extra experience. And we are, I've just noticed, in the fast experience group. Which is why we are so high level. She has got the Hoppip line, so we will use Ice Beam on those. All 3, or all 2 I should say, one-shots. We don't want to go to the PC. We want to do a cheeky little heal here. Best movement possible is something I'm actively working on to optimize those seconds. There have been some runs where it's been literally 1 second apart. So I really do need to start optimizing movement. Movement in this one has been terrible, but that's because I'm still not feeling 100%. Now we're going to fly to Cerulean. We mustn't go into the Pokemon Center. Grab the machine part, and then we're going to do my least favourite part of the game. I really dislike Nugget Bridge, especially because it's not a bridge now. I'm very good with heat. I'm very much more comfortable in heat than in cold. Fire Red, it's a work in progress. I've been doing a few runs in my own time. I'm still not happy with the gameplay, but I am getting there. At the moment, it's looking like end of April for Fire Red to return, but that might change. I want to run Abra in Fire Red relatively quickly, Because I think Abra into Alakazam in Fire Red would be really fun. Welcome in, Skull. I hope you're doing well today. Practice is so vital for these challenge runs. Because I practiced Crystal probably about 15 to 20 runs before I did my first proper recording. I used to stream them on Twitch back in the day. So, before I did my YouTube channel, I was a Twitch challenge runner. And we did an awful lot of Pokemon that ended up getting repeats on the channel. Ooh, last day of school tomorrow. I hope it goes very quickly for you. And then 2 weeks Easter holiday. We cannot complain about that, can we? 2 weeks at Easter is perfect. At challenge runs, your first one's always going to feel awful afterwards. My first one, Corsola, it's not great. Flareon for XD, that would be incredibly complicated. I don't know XD at all. 3-day Easter's better than 0-day Easter, I suppose. Take the positives where we can. And now we're going to teleport back to the power plant. I wouldn't say that Corsola's a really bad Pokemon at all. Look at our time. We're doing very well. We should get close to 2 hours. In the UK, you do definitely get 2 weeks off for Easter. TMO7, which we cannot learn. At one point when we were doing these runs, it seemed like everything and its grandmother learned TMO7, but not this time. The nerve of Misty and the audacity of her. Well, in that case, we're going to surf to assert our dominance. We only get 6 weeks off for summer here in the United Kingdom. Rockslide missed. That's not great. Should probably switch to Earthquake now. What do we have for you? We've got Ice Beam. Ha! Get amnesiaed. Rockslide on the Starmie. Don't use Recover. There are words I wish to call Misty. However, they're not YouTube appropriate for my channel. September is when the new academic year starts. You're absolutely correct. Oh god. Teachers work very hard, but they do like to rub it in when they've got time off. So it's weird. In the UK, in primary school, we only get 5 weeks off. And in secondary school, you get 6 weeks off. Because for the June half term, in primary school you get an extra week off for some reason. Sand Attack, you absolute meanie beanie. Your teaching assistant is a bellend. That's not very pleasant of them, is it? I hope they're not that awful for you. And that is Misty's badge all completed. We're going to go over to Surge now, and hopefully we'll get through. I'm considering foregoing Rockslide at this point. But we shall see how we go. Bearing our bum to the world, as it were, without the ground-type move. Misty is awful to go and face. You have to do so much jumping through hoops. Favourite 6 Pokemon team? I have that written down somewhere, actually. I'm not sure if anyone on the Discord could grab my favourite 6 Pokemon team. I've forgotten where I put it on my PC. I think this run is going an awful lot better than I thought it would do. Thunder Badge acquired. Time of 1:24:36. I've not been to Lavender Town yet, have I? Oh dear. Knew there was something I'd forgotten, and that was a very quick time. At least I remembered before trying to wake up the Snorlax. Otherwise that would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Thank you, Dan and Peach. Absolute legends. And if somebody could link the Discord, please, with a 6-hour link, that would be absolutely fantastic. We saw Twister in high school, and that was really fun. It's actually a film that I watched end to end and got me really interested in meteorology. Then I saw The Day After Tomorrow and wanted to balk at the inaccuracies of it all. Really fun film, but geez, the inaccuracies of it really do take you out of the moment. What do we think, by the way? Are we going to get sub 2 hours? It does copy a little bit messy from Discord into YouTube. I really do think that we could get sub 2 hours. Thank you, Sombrero. 145, we will have to see. How old are people in 8th grade? That's something I've never quite figured out. Because we have different grade systems across the world, don't we? And I'd never understand anything like the freshman and the sophomore and any of that stuff. It makes no sense to me. Hello, Mr. 3 Drill. We always hit 3 Drill. 13 to 14. I think year 8 for us is 12 to 13. 152.34. I like that precise prediction. We'll have to see if we get that on the nose. Be amazing if we got that on the nose, and then I'll be asking you for tomorrow's lottery numbers for the Euro Millions. Let's pop our heads in the PMC here so we can get a nice teleport back. Repel still active. Now the repel's worn off. We'll stick another one on and we're going to have a little chat with Blue. Blue's telling us all about Cinnabar Island and the horrible volcano that erupted and got rid of the best place in Kanto. So we'll get a rare candy to console ourselves. We'll make our way to Blaine. And unfortunately for Blaine, I can't see this going any other way than 3 one-shots. Though we'll probably get outsped by the Rapidash. Oh, that makes sense, Gemma. Oh, shoot, I ran out of Surf PP. Doesn't matter, we'll use Rock Slide instead. Volcano badge acquired, 43.18. This is a very, very good pace. He did lose his dignity, unfortunately. Though some people would question, did he have it to begin with? I'll leave that for your better judgment. Yes, see, Blue does do a complete 180, doesn't he? It's like, oh, you're a good trainer? Well, I'm a good trainer. I'm going to show you how good of a trainer I am. Talking of good trainers, Janine isn't one, is she? She's everyone's favourite pushover. She's so bad for the penultimate gym leader, and I feel so sorry for her. She's even trying to die a hit on the one-shot on the Venomoth. Look at the time we're saving here. Let us now teleport back to Viridian. We'll take the heal in the PMC because that's going to be quicker. And now let us... I don't think it was a coding error. I think it was a story thing. Let us take on Blue. I'm not feeling confident about Blue, but we'll see what happens. Wing attack doesn't do too much. We did an extra one there by accident. Rock Slide hit. Rock Slide KO. Perfect. Executor's next. We have Ice Beam for Executor. Doesn't quite one-shot, which is a bit frustrating. Welcome in, Malik. I know, it's sad that you missed the live, but I hope you're able to catch up in your own time and enjoy the run regardless. That's the damage range, which is very frustrating. Oh dear. Got that the sun was out. Not that it matters. Now we should chew through that. Right on gets in the bin straight away. Arcanine. He's lost his Sparkanine there. It goes down straight away. And the final Pokemon is Gyarados. Rock Slide misses, but so does Hydro Pump. We one-shot the Gyarados. 0 resets on Blue. Earth Badge acquired. Let us now fly all the way over to Pallet's Town. Yes, Raigon. I love that. Oh, don't bitch about my Pokédex. I'm doing the best I can with the challenge run rules. We're fully healed up. Let's teleport back to Viridian City. Stick on a Max Repel. Let's make our way to blue. Not to blue, to red. Goodness me. Now, be honest, did anyone predict we'd be making our way to red at the 1 hour 30 mark? Because I surely didn't. I really thought we wouldn't. Fast XP group has really helped us out here. And we're going to stick on the lefties, I think. Although we might need the Quick Claw thinking about it. Pokémon, Paris, and Flash. 20 minutes for your prediction. Let's see whether it comes true. Rockside and Amnesia have helped us more than I thought they would. We kept them through the entire run, actually. We'll try out our current level with our current learn set, then we'll see what moves we need to stick on. Charm, that's fine. If Thunder misses, we could be in with a shout here. Thunder didn't miss. Goodness me. I just want to see something against this Espeon. No, is the answer there. Right, let us stick on the lefties. And we are also going to use 3 Rare Candies. Add a repel, not a repel, it resets the reset counter. Thunder missed. This should now one-shot. No, it doesn't. It's still a damage range, for goodness sakes. Critical hit will do, though. Amnesia. Amnesia. And 3 Amnesia. Then we will surf on it. We don't really have too many attacking chops here, but we're doing our best. Venusaur, we will Ice Beam. Solar Beam's going to hit us very hard. We're going to need to level up more. Up to level 76 we go. Let's see how we get on. Charm's fine. We're not going to be using any physical attacks as far as I'm aware. Espeon. Ice Beam. Then Amnesia. I wanted to try and risk a freeze there, but it didn't quite work out. Back onto the Venusaur. A lucky critical hit or a freeze would be nice. No. Solid, we're going to go all the way up to level 80. Yeah, why not? Still don't outspeed the Pikachu, which is very frustrating, but now it's a guaranteed one-shot. Let's Amnesia 3 times now. That means we should only really have to worry about the Venusaur and the Snorlax. Unless we get crit, of course. Giga Drain? Rude. We're through that. Snorlax is next. We're going to Ice Beam to try and freeze. I think that's going to be our best option for now. Hope we don't get paralysed. And we got paralysed, unfortunately. Let's try again. Thunder hit. Let's take another reset. Charm hitting is fine. Really don't mind charm hitting, I've got to be honest. Amnesia. Need him to use Reflect on turn 1, ideally. Welcome in, Daniel. I hope you're doing well. This could be a bit of a slog. Red is always difficult with Corsola. But we're through the Venusaur. Let's see if we can get the freeze off on the Snorlax. One more chance, really? No. Paralysed again. It is that Venusaur that's causing the issue. I'm not too bad, thank you. Red has been easy with Donphan and also Stantler. But for most Pokemon, because it's such a huge jump in level, it really is difficult. So let's try risking an Amnesia here. Surf hit. Does Sunny Day prevent being frozen? That is what I'm curious about. So we'll surf on this now. Welcome in, Basser. I'm glad you made it for the end. Sunny Day is really frustrating. Critical hit. Goodness sake. Charm is fine, because the only Pokemon we're really going to be using physical attacks on are the Blastoise, which can't hit us for much at all. And the Charizard. That Charizard's going to be 4 times weak to our rock type moves. Please freeze. Are we sure that... Oh yes, they can't be frozen in harsh sunlight. That's a bit of a bum, isn't it? Ooh, there's a bit of contention here, whether that is the case. We'll have to do some experimenting on that at some point. Critical hits, you slimy scam artist. We can't learn any one-shot moves, no. That means we're relying on a crit for Venusaur. He's gone to sleep at least. Just going to spam Rock Slide a little bit here. Try and get a flinch off. Freeze, please. Just a little freeze, not a paralysis. Oh, for goodness sake. I don't see the point in using Return. It's going to make no difference. Critical hit again. This is being a slow Pokemon, which is weak to electric. It's not going to do well here. Nearly swore then. That Pikachu and its paralysis really gets on my nerves. And we got a Spadef drop. Of course we got a Spadef drop. Absolute nonsense. I'm wondering if we need to bait that Venusaur into using Giga Drain. Flinch, please. Yes. Flinch, please. No. Flinch, please. Critical hit. For goodness sake. Absolutely ridiculous. The one time we have an in is the one time he paralyzes us. And that happens so often. Like the game gives a bit of luck and then takes it straight back away. We wouldn't be able to use a Paralyzed Cure Berry because we need the leftovers to survive. We're not going to outspeed all of his Pokemon. Snorlax indeed. Right, so we have 209 HP. Red's Pikachu is already in the bin. Right, we're rock sliding. Flinch. Sunlight faded. Freeze, please. For goodness sake, he's rested. We missed our rock slide. Just waiting for the paralysis. This is really frustrating. There's the paralysis, for goodness sake. I don't have the stats on me at the moment, Malik, so I'm not able to tell you, unfortunately. It is on a spreadsheet that's linked somewhere on the channel, but where that is, nobody knows at this point. The only fighting move we can learn is Rock Smash, and that's useless. And I say it a lot, but can we please not backseat? Backseating is something that really gets on my nerves, and it's happening an awful lot at the moment. At least we didn't get paralyzed this time. If this Venusaur actually used something other than Sunny Day, or if we crit it, be in much better place. Another crit, please. For goodness sakes. Will this thing ever flinch when we want it to? Oh, he's double amnesia'd. Of course he's double amnesia'd. Level 85 last time, we'll get through at this level. I'm determined. Sorry, do you have antifreeze running through your veins, Snorlax? Goodness me. Rock Smash is useless. Rock Smash is only base 20. It will do nothing. Even with a defense drop, it is still useless. This is true. Bat is very good at insulating heat. I should know. I'm chunky. Right, let's... Why did I rock slide on this? If this is the strat all along, I'm going to be so unimpressed with myself. Right, we've got 3 amnesia. We're just going to surf. He's using Reflect. Didn't get a Spadef drop. Let us now Ice Beam this. Critical hit, please. Nope. 61 HP is 61 the lucky number. We'll find out. 75, we're going to Rock Slide and hope it flinches. Body Slam's going to critical hit us. Of course it's going to critical hit us. Goodness sake. Speed drop for Bubble Beam or Bubble Beam. Oh, we're having a nightmare at red, aren't we? What? How would you make... Can you make a bubble out of a bean? That's a question, isn't it? Oh, you critical hit. Lovely. Thank you, Pikachu, you stupid slimy rat. Just miss one more thunder. Light ball Pikachu. I don't think this Pikachu has a light ball. Welcome in, King Harding. I am in pain. I am in serious pain with this end bit. We had such a good run, and then Red's gone, no. No, you get in the bin, mate. Thank you for the critical hit, Red. Really appreciate that. Aren't we the privileged ones? We've been hit by thunder twice and we didn't get paralyzed. Things are on the up. Oh no, wait, we get critical hit by Espeon. Oh dear, I'm losing my mind here. It could always be worse. Could always be Macargo again. I'm not grinding levels. I am determined not to grind levels at this point. I will take all the hugs in the world because I bloody need them. Right, flinch, you giant bear. Flinch. Don't critical hit me again, you slimy sod. We're through it, but we're not going to do very well here. Please? Yes! Flame in hell. 147.24. Oh, I can breathe now. Apologies if I got a little bit tilted there. Very much in the hyper-focus mode. 145, close enough, Sop. Like, if we round down like Pokemon does to the nearest 5 minutes, then you were spot on. But yes, we can safely say the egg moves made a difference with Corsola, can't we? 1 hour, 3 minutes and 30 seconds quicker. That is phenomenal. I am very impressed with Corsola. Let's get the end credits up. Let's say thank you to all the staff of Pokemon Crystal for making this possible. And while we do that, we also have a couple of things left to do, don't we? Oh, Snorlax really got on my nerves there. Let's get through the end credits. Let's speed them up just a little bit. And now, it is time to do what we do at the end of every stream. We're going to go over to Violet City. We're going to go into our PC box. We're going to select the correct box, not the incorrect box. Attach mail. We're going to attach the mail to the Kenya. And we're going to return her. So Kenya, thank you so much for your service. It has been an absolute pleasure working with you, but you've got to go home. So we'll hand over the Pokemon. We will get Nightmare. We've just had a Nightmare with Red. With that, the run is done. So, I'm going to go back to the thumbnail. I'm going to check the time. It's 4:03 PM at the moment. I'm not sure I've got time for another run, but this has been an awful lot of fun. Before I go, I'm going to stick up a poll, and I'm going to ask you, shall we make Egg-stra help? I can spell Egg-stra help. A new stream series? Yes or no? So I'm going to ask this poll, and it's up to you lovely people in this chat right now as to whether we make this a regular thing, because I think this could be an awful lot of fun. The health today, it's still a little bit shaky, but definitely on the up. Thank you, Bassa, for asking. So what we did was we started with egg moves. So we had Amnesia and Rock Slide in this instance, and that just let us blitz through the early game. If we go back onto the game for a moment, we can see that we have consistently been very quick throughout this run. So 15 minutes quicker, 25 minutes quicker, 35 minutes quicker, half an hour quicker. And we have just really chewed through the game a lot quicker. And by a landslide, only one person has voted no so far. I'm going to keep this poll up just a little bit longer. Now, I will just double check to see if I have time for another run. I will ask now. I want to do another run, but I really don't think I have time. In fact, I've just been told that I am out of time, unfortunately. So thank you all so much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always. I'm so sorry I am out of time, but I am back tomorrow. And tomorrow is Nuzlocke Friday, and we all know how we love Nuzlocke Fridays. So I'll see you same time, same place, 2 PM tomorrow for more Nuzlocke, and then we'll do another run on Saturday. I'm thinking Heracross is the one going up, and then on Monday we'll do another redo. So I'm going to say thank you all so much for watching. It has been a pleasure as always. I'll catch you all tomorrow for Nuzlocke Friday.